What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Kate and I'm back with another video. Today I wanted to get into real life situations. Like, I feel like on my YouTube channel, y'all don't really know me for real. Like, people may know me from social media, they may know me from what they heard, seen, whatever conclusions they done made about me, but they don't really know me from what I've been through. So that's the plan to bring to this YouTube channel from now on. It's 2020 and y'all gonna get a little bit more into my life, basically. So kinda need a seat. So basically what everybody already knows about me, because it's public, is that I have a 5-year-old daughter. So my daughter will be 5 in a couple days. Her birthday's the 6th of February. Right now, it is the 20... I go to school and still don't be knowing the date. It's the 29th, so her birthday's in a couple days. So basically, yeah, I'm a single mom of an almost 5-year-old. Like, if anybody watching this has kids, then they know that it's not easy having a 5-year-old, because they're old enough to express themselves and talk back, and this is the age where you have to snap it quick before it turns into more. But yeah, my daughter is very much like me, and it's annoying. Like, I thought I wanted a twin or like a little me, but I learned that I'm a lot to handle, so I'm getting it back 10 times worse with having a daughter that's so much like me. And when I say like me, I mean her attitude. I don't be like planning my videos before I make them. I literally come on here and just chat. As you can see, I keep fixing my hair because I had my hair in braids last night. 2 braids, one on each side, and it came out curly or whatever. Hair check. So the curls came out really cute or whatever, but I don't know, it's just something about it that's, I don't know, I'm not feeling. Let me see. I don't know. Something about it I don't like. And I be seeing girls buy this length hair, like weave. Like, they lace fronts be looking like, I don't know why it looks like a wig, but it's not. It's not a wig. Okay? Okay, I'm on topic. Anyways, so the main thing that I really wanted to talk about is being a single mom. I know that there's a lot of girls that watch me on social media, and they see me, they've seen me go through everything that I've been through. Like, my life has always been publicized for everybody to criticize and assume. So yeah, they see how I get things done and they just assume, like, guys that try to talk to me, they just assume like, oh yeah, you still deal with the dad, or you're still with her dad, or stuff like that. Like, no, my daughter is the way she is because of me. I'm a single mom. I get it done. I don't know how I get it done. If you're a mom, you know, like, you just make things happen. Like, it's unexplainable. If you have a kid, then you know. So yeah, this is more for a video for moms, I guess, or parents in general. It's not easy being a single mom, but it's definitely possible. And I'm the type of friend that I'm not gonna tell my friend necessarily what they should do if they're in a situation where they're pregnant and really don't know what to do. I would never tell somebody to get rid of their baby, but I always let my friends know of how hard it is and how much it takes away from their personal life. Like, you now have to raise somebody. Not only that, but you have to deal with whatever comes with your child, which means their father, that side of their family. Like, when you have a baby, you just want to make sure that you're in a space to bring a baby in. Like, people be bringing babies into drama. Like, if there's already things going on within a relationship, it's not a good idea to bring a baby into it, because at the end of the day, the baby is going to be there while you're going through this. And kids know what's going on. They know when something's wrong. They especially know when their mom is going through something. So kids are the best because they remind you that no matter what's going on, everything is gonna be okay. Like, you're gonna get through it. You don't have a choice. Once you have a kid, you don't have a choice. Having a kid does help you get through those rough times. Hold on, I'm trying to get myself together. I just don't feel comfortable. Okay. Now I'm comfortable. So yeah, so when you have a kid, you're just attached to whoever you're having that kid by. So that's another reason you should make sure you wait before having kids, because whoever you have a kid by, you're stuck with them for life. You guys are going to be grandparents together. You're going to have to see each other even at your grandkids' situations that you probably just want to be there for your grandkid, and you don't even like this person anymore. Like, you don't like them as a person anymore. So you don't really want to run into them, even though you have to. And it's like, I really got to see this person for the rest of my life. Like, what if I just wanted to cancel them out? Like, just, if you stay there, I don't want to ever see you, I don't want to ever talk to you. You can't do that because you guys have a kid together. So that's where the whole co-parenting and bullshit comes in. Anyway, back to being a single mom. Being a mom in general is hard because we're always left with most of the responsibility anyway, somehow. No matter if you have a father that's like an active father that's there 24/7, the mom is still going to do most of the raising. And it's always been that way. I doubt it'll change. Like, if you have a baby and you're a female, have that baby for you, because when that man is ready to get up and go, he's gonna be out and you're gonna be left with a baby, and you still have a life. Now you gotta find babysitters, you gotta pay for babysitters, you gotta ask people to watch your child, which is also annoying and kind of scary, because you don't want everybody watching your kid, especially just to go out and have a fun, like to go out and have fun for a little while and have somebody you don't really trust watching your kid just because you want to get out, just because you feel stuck. And I've been there where feel like I'm stuck at home being a babysitter. Like, I've been there. And if you're there right now, it's time to get out that situation. Like, if you're a mom and you are with the father, there's no reason you should feel like you're doing it alone. Like, I'm a single mom and I do it alone, and we ain't even gonna get into that. Anyway, if you have somebody there that's supposed to be your partner, supposed to be helping you, and y'all created this together, and you find yourself doing most of it, say something. Don't just sit there and do it, because as a mom, your instinct is just to do it. Like, I'm not about to argue with somebody about taking care of my child. I'm just do it. Like, that's what makes us end up being stuck, because we're so like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself. Not about to beg no man to do nothing. But it's like, if that's their kid, you have to make them be active in that kid's life. Don't just watch your child get half-assed. Like, I feel like a lot of females do that. Like, they be so thirsty for men to just have that title, like, I'm with my child's father, when really you're with yourself. He just comes around. Like, you're taking care of that kid by yourself. He goes in and out. He barely helps you with the hard parts, like staying up at night, making bottles, changing Pampers. Like, I know a lot of men that don't do that. And I used to, not that I thought it was normal, because my stepfather, I watched him do all of that. Like, my mom had it really easy. Like, my stepfather used to wake up and be with the kids in the middle of the night. Like, I remember that. But when it was my time and I had my baby, I was so young and I was just so focused on having my child's father there. Like, a lot of people didn't have their child's fathers, so I'm like, I'm lucky. Like, at least the nigga here. Like, I didn't really give a fuck. I wanted my baby for me anyway, so I really never made a big deal about doing most of the work. But I let him become lackadaisical, which means he just ended up getting used to me doing everything. So he just became a lazy person, but he was a good father. I will never take that from him. He's a great father, but he was so used to me doing everything that is like, why would I change that now? Like, why would I come jump up one day and change a pamper? Like, you have to make sure that everything is equal. Like, yes, be a mother, but if that person is gonna be around you, like, as in a relationship or just as in a father, make them be a father. Like, don't just take all the responsibility because you guys made this baby together. That was a lot. That was really a lot. I'm happy I got that off my chest because, no, that should be bothering me. Like, I be watching people on Instagram who just had kids and the baby father's already out at parties lit. Like, you know how much freaking nights I remember having to wake up when my kid was first born. Like, to not have that person there with you and you seeing them on social media lit while you're home, having to wake up every 2 hours, feed this baby, change this baby's pampers, you hear him crying, and they just lit. Like, they got their life back. Well, guys really never, their life never really changes in that aspect. They're always able to do things that you just can't, because at the time when you're conceiving, you're pregnant. So what you look like going to a club. But at the end of the day, that guy is always going to remind you, like, why do I have to basically be on lockdown because you can't come outside? They're always going to throw that at you, and you're going to feel bad, kind of like he really not pregnant. Like, why would I make him stay home with me and I'm pregnant, bored, like, all the time? You feel me? You're going to want to let that person get out. But it's like, at the end of the day, you're pregnant too. Just because you don't have a belly does not mean that you're about to be out here running around. Like, it's crazy because, yo, if you would have talked to me, if you would have called me back in 2015, I'm not even going to do 2014. I'm saying 2015 when my kid was born and she was, like, physically here. That Kaylin let a lot of shit slide. Even though I knew it wasn't right, I was trying to make it right in my head just because I did not want to have to go and date again. Like, I really was not in a dating mood. Like, once I had my kid, I knew a lot of people that would have their kid and would be able to move on. It was kind of hard for me to just move on when we decided to change our lives together. Like, I don't know about everybody else, but when me and my daughter's father decided we wanted to have a baby, it wasn't as simple as 1, 2, 3. Like, it's not like the regular people that they get pregnant, tell everybody, everybody's happy, is a big thing, oh, baby's coming. My situation was totally different. That's another story, though. I'm gonna save that story for another story time. But basically, long story short, me and my daughter's father, we fought to keep our baby. We were teenagers and we wanted our baby. Like, my daughter wasn't planned, but she wasn't a mistake. Like, she wasn't planned, but it was never, like, up for, up for adoption. It was never up for abortion. Like, that was not on our minds at all. Once I found out I was pregnant, my daughter's father was like, that's it. He wanted his baby, and I was in love. I wanted my family, so I ran with that. But anyway, long story short, y'all both decide to keep the baby. So keep it equal. Period. There's no half-assing on any parts at all. And as long as you let stuff slide, the more it will happen and the worse it will get. I promise you. So if you would have asked me 5 years ago, would I be okay with the father being half-assed, going out partying still, you know, like, I would have been like jacking it. These days, if I have another baby, I have one child. My daughter's about to be 5. So if I was to have another baby, it's not like I jumped and had another baby mad fast. You know, I waited some time, and me and my daughter's father, we've been broken up since 2017. So it's basically like I could have been had another baby. Like, I know a lot of people that kids was born the same time as my kid, and they're already on their 2nd and 3rd. I'm doing good. I'm not trying to have another baby right now. I'm not in a predicament, headspace, or any of that to be worried about another kid right now. I don't even know how people even... That's a whole other story. Anyways, I don't want no kid right now. I could have done that. I still can do that, but that's just not on my mind. Like, I want to do things the right way this time. The right way. Like, not saying having a baby out of wedlock is wrong. Kind of is, but that's everything is not for everybody. So to me, at the time, like, and that's another thing, never say never, because things change over time. Like, if you would have asked me 5 years ago, do I feel like I need to be married before having my daughter, I would have told you I'm gonna get married anyway, so I might as well, why would I throw away my baby because I don't have a ring or a certificate when I can obtain that later on in a relationship. But as of right now, I'm keeping my baby. Now, these days, I don't know if y'all can see that. January 29th, Wednesday, 2020, these days, I don't even want to think about kids before. Like, if a guy I'm talking to is talking about kids and not a ring, he's not the one that I should be dating, because we're on two different, like, mindsets right now. Like, I don't even want anybody who's thinking about kids right now, because you are who you are around, and you think like the people that you're around, because ultimately y'all gonna be talking about things, and in a relationship you have to compromise. So the only way I can compromise having another baby anytime soon is if I'm married. Like, I have to be full-blown in love. Like, this has to be the one. Like, our families have to already have met. That's another thing. That is another thing. I would never have a baby again without knowing the background of the person. Like, this video is not to bash anybody, but if I would have knew the background of my baby father, who he is, how he grew up, how he thinks, you know, the way he was raised, I probably wouldn't have had a baby with him. And that's not necessarily because he was raised wrong, or he you know, his parents didn't raise him right. It's nothing like that. It's just the simple fact that me and him was raised totally different. So, like, I feel like that's the reason why we don't agree on certain things, or we didn't work in the relationship aspect, is because we were raised differently. And it kind of falls into our co-parenting too, because certain things that I'm not okay with, he is, and vice versa. And it's kind of annoying, but it's like, to be in a relationship, you have to compromise. Now, with a kid, it's not really like, I don't feel it's compromising, because it's like, at the end of the day, let me think about this. Okay, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I feel like the person who should be making the decisions about the child is the one who takes care of the child majority of the time. That's just me. But okay, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying what I think and how my shit is ran. Like, if I'm taking care of the kid majority of the time, I get to choose what goes on with the kid. Like, when they go here, why they go there, who they're around. I feel like I have the authority to feel that way. Why? Because this is my kid. I wake up with it. I wash with it. I feed it. Like, it's mine. Like, we talking about it as in an object. Like, that. This is mine. Like, I feel like my daughter is me. Like, that's me. Nobody can tell me nothing. That's me. Like, she has her father. Her father has always been in her life, despite his physical distractions. He's always been a father. Like, she knows who her dad is. She knows his name, his middle name, his last name. She knows. So, yeah, that's her dad. But when it comes to, like, decision making on my child's life, I just leave that up to me, because I've been here since day one. Like, nobody knows my child better than me, not even her dad, and he knows this. So I just feel like certain things aren't up for discussion. But because I'm such a fair person, I'm a Libra. If you don't know that, now you know. I'm a Libra, and we're very fair in a sense to where, really, I'm fair with everything. I can't even chew on this side one time and chew on this side 2 times, because I'm gonna feel like I left this side out. Like, I'm really like that. Like, I'm a fair person. I like everything to be equal. If not, it feels off balance and I'm annoyed. It's just not good. So I like everything equal. So yeah, I still ask my child's father for, not advice, but like how he feels about things. Like, would you be okay with, you know, your daughter taking part in this or that? Yes, because that's still her dad. But when it comes to who my kid could be around, that's dead. That's up to me. Like, if I don't want my kid around this person, because they don't like me. That's just that. Anybody that don't like me can't like my kid. And as a mom, y'all have to protect y'all kids from everybody. Don't just feel like because that person is related to your child that they wouldn't do nothing to hurt your child because they don't like you. They will. I don't care who you are. You could be my child's favorite fucking uncle, okay? If you don't like me, you don't even know my child. Like, don't even speak on her. Don't post her. None of that. I don't even play those games with people. Like, and then people like to be funny. So that's another reason why I keep my kid away from people. Because people do stuff for specific reasons. And it don't be having no positive or loving intent behind the stuff these people do. No matter if they're your friends, family, the people that you knew from day one, your longest standing individuals, whether it's blood related or not. I don't trust people, period. So that's another thing. As a single mom, it's just you and your child. So sometimes kids will think of it as the mom being bitter. They'll grow up to understand that mom was protecting me from them demons that's already inside because they're being disguised as family. I don't fuck with family. If you know me, you know family is not my thing. I create my own family. I make my family as I go along. The people that I meet that are loyal to me and that fuck with me and go hard for me and stand behind me 100%, those is my family. I don't care about no blood related fake ass people. And that's just that on that. Okay? But yeah, being a single mom is like being somebody's superhero. Like, I love being a mom. Like, even though it comes with a bunch of BS behind, you know, who you choose to have a baby with, having the baby, like the baby itself, will bring you so much joy and happiness that it will override all the negative that's going on, whether it's because of the child being here or not. Like, all of that won't even matter once your baby gets here. So that's another reason why I don't tell people, you know, not to have their kids or you know, I give my opinion. That's one thing about me. So if you were a victim to my opinion, I am sorry, but I'm never gonna watch my friends go into situations blind. I'm gonna let you know what you're getting yourself into, so that, not to throw it in your face, so that when you ready to come back and be like, Kaylin, yo, you told me, you put me on, I'm like, see, next time, listen to me, because I don't speak on nothing I don't know. Anytime I speak on anything, it's from experience. My experience. I don't speak on other people's experiences. I done been through enough to give insight on things from my own life. I don't have to speak on anybody. That's one. If you're a part of my story, simple as that. You're a part of my story. I can't help that. You should have never been a part of my story. And that's just really that. If you like this video, comment, like this video up, and go subscribe, because I'm dropping a new video right after I drop this one. Thank you.